Today, December 13, is the memorial of Saint Lucy of Syracuse, Virgin and Martyr. Today's saint is one of only 8 women, Mary included, commemorated in Eucharistic Prayer 1. Felicity, Perpetua, Agatha, Lucy, Agnes, Cecilia, Anastasia, and all the saints. It was Pope Gregory the Great, familiar with the Christian traditions of Sicily through his family, who inserted the names of the Sicilian Virgin Martyrs, Agatha and Lucy, into the Roman canon. There is no doubt that an ancient cult to a woman named Lucy is connected with the city of Syracuse, Sicily, and that this devotion spread throughout Europe in the 4th through 6th centuries. Beyond that, however, there is no near contemporary historical record verifying any facts of Lucy's life or death. It is the preservation of her name in the Mass more than anything else, which has secured Lucy's place in the Catholic tradition. Saint Lucy was killed during the Diocletian persecution in the early 4th century. Legends, long post-dating her death, state that Lucy was doomed to execution after a disgruntled pagan admirer exposed her as a Christian. A gruesome medieval tradition holds that Lucy gouged out her own eyes prior to her execution to deter a suitor who delighted in her beauty. Another tradition states that Lucy could not be dragged to her execution site even by a team of oxen, so the guards piled wood all around her to devour her flesh with flames. But the kindling refused to ignite. Frustrated, one of the soldiers then thrust his sharp sword deep into her throat, bringing her brief life to a grisly end. It is likely that since Lucy was born to Christian parents, she went on pilgrimage as a child to the shrine of Saint Agatha, a fellow Sicilian, in nearby Catania. Perhaps the witness of the Virgin Martyr Agatha, who perished about 50 years prior to Lucy's time, inspired little Lucy to be similarly heroic when her own hour came. One legend states that Agatha appeared to Lucy in a dream, telling her that one day she, Lucy, would be the glory of the Syracuse. For over a millennium, Lucy's feast day of December 13 fell very close to a winter solstice, the shortest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. But the Gregorian calendar reform of 1582 corrected a 10-day drift between the calendar and the scientific reality, leaving December 13 now 8 days before the solstice. Lucy's symbolic resonance as a source of light in a dark season persists, despite the calendar correction distancing her feast day from winter's blackest hour. Somewhat curiously, Sweden's long-dormant Catholic heritage reasserts itself on December 13, a long winter night when Swedes gladly celebrate a saint whose Latin name evokes light and purity. As the age of martyrdom waned with Christianity legalization, the untouched body of a virgin not to bloody death became the most potent expression of Christian sacrifice. The Virgin's body was the untouched desert. It bore the wax seal of the soul's original, untarnished perfection, and was a precious gift blessed by Christ. The intact flesh of all celibates, virgins, and continent men and women stood out as oases of freedom in the world otherwise enslaved by carnal desire. Virgins such as Lucy were the pride of the early church, the unplucked harps whose self-control was a cause of wonder to the broader pagan society. The Virgin's incorrupted body was like a human votive candle, its pure flame burning through the long night of the world until Christ slowly dawned over the horizon at his second coming. That such a refined blue flame was so abruptly blown out by the executioner's breath was shocking and memorable. We remember it still today. Let us pray. Saint Lucy, you died young and innocent, unfamiliar with the world for its savagery. May your double martyrdom to the flesh and life itself inspire all youth to see Christ and his promises as worth sacrificing to attain. Amen.